Helldivers 2 is not pay to win, and the new cutting-edge premium Warbond doesn't change that, and this is why. Yes, a PvE game can be pay to win. It can. It absolutely can. It is not only PvP games that are pay to win. But with that being said, we all have to break down pay to win and actually understand what pay to win means. Pay to win. What does that mean? That means that you are using actual real life currency, real money, to get an advantage of some sort, either big or small, in the game. You are getting an advantage. You are winning. There is something that you are gaining that is far better when you pay for it rather than if you just play for it. And that is just not the case in Helldivers 2. But of course, you don't believe me, and many people in the last comment section didn't believe me either. But I'm gonna call on my buddy Haster for some help here. And before I show his clips from his stream today, I do want to say go check him out on Twitch. He is a Helldivers massive enjoyer. He loves Helldivers 2. He's very, very informative. His gameplay is awesome, and he'll tell you everything you need to know about the game. So now let me give the mic to Haster.
Because I still have to play the game to get the medals for the Warbond. Like, I could understand if some of the perks on the armors were locked to a specific armor, but I mean, I've seen perks on heavy armor that you can get on medium armor and that you can get on light armor. So it really just comes down to what do you want to look like while wearing said perk. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing really locked behind a paywall. Everything here is locked behind playing the game. 260, 270 hours on the game. For Steam, however, I don't know if it'll show me right now. Let's see, library. I am sitting at, where is Helldivers? 40 hours. So I'm sitting at a little over 310 hours of gameplay. You know, I've been playing the game since the day one launch. That's why there in my title it says Helldivers Week 6, because we've been here for 6 weeks. You know, you could definitely have farmed out the amount of super credits you need for a Warbond in about a week, maybe 2 weeks tops. The only thing really stopping you from farming that out and saving up the credits is you go into the superstore and see something that you like. Otherwise, I mean, we found, what, 60, 70 super credits on one mission yesterday? And then today I'm seeing screenshots coming out of people finding 100 super credit nodes. It's very possible.
Have a taste of democracy.
Thank you, Haster. I appreciate that. But of course, that probably still wasn't enough convincing. So now I'm gonna do another side-by-side, and I'm gonna really break down the free Warbond, the last premium Warbond, and this brand new Warbond. And still, at the end of this, if you still think that Helldivers 2 is pay to win, that's perfectly fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. You can think whatever you want. I am only coming at this from a logical standpoint. I am trying to provide actual factual information, and if you don't believe me or you have a different belief, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm only trying to provide real information, okay? So if you want to argue with me in the comment section, that's perfectly fine. You are entitled to do that. You can do that if you want. But at least try to think logically about what I'm about to say. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have a new premium Warbond. This premium Warbond is 1,000 super credits, just like the last premium Warbond, the Steeled Veterans Warbond. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna open this up, and we're gonna see what we get in this Warbond. Okay, we're gonna check this out. So here we go. We got a booster. First thing, we're gonna check this out. What does this give us? Increase the time between enemy encounters. Immediately, the game's pay to win. It's pay to win. Oh my gosh, it's not pay to win. That does not make the game pay to win. This, gives you 10 extra seconds, maybe 20 extra seconds in between bug or bot encounters? Listen, depending on where you're located on the map in various different missions, that kind of happens already. So sure, you can get this, and it might be nice to run this if you're in a full stack where you already have the ammo booster, you already have the vitality booster, you already have maybe the recon booster, and then on top of that you throw this one in with your fourth buddy or something like that. Maybe, sure, that could be cool, right? But that doesn't really do much. All right, just like the last premium Warbond, you get 300 super credits. There's 100, there's 200, and there is 300. Okay, so again, there's only 3 pages. You're getting 3 pages in this Warbond that you are spending 1,000 super credits for, okay? Now we're gonna check out the first weapon. The first weapon is an energy-based weapon, and it is the LAS-16 Sickle, okay? It does 55 damage. It has a fire limit of 9. It has recoil of 2, which is really good. I'll admit that's really good. And it has a fire rate of 750. But when we go over here and we look at the LAS-5 Scythe, which is from the free Warbond, we see that the damage per second is 300. The fire limit is 8, and the recoil is 1. Now, when you put them side by side, you'll notice that the damage is completely different from the pay-to-win energy weapon compared to the free energy weapon. And you'll notice that one of them has a fire rate. So if you want to have a crazy high fire rate with much less damage and the other stats essentially being the same, sure, you could go for this, but you're essentially going to get the same value, if not way more, from the free weapon. Okay, but clearly that's not enough. Hold on. Let's take a look at this armor, because clearly this armor is pay to win. Oh my goodness! Whoa! Look at that! Oh my gosh! Armor passive, electrical conduit. Dude, look at that! Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my gosh! The armor passive. You can't get that anywhere else. You can only get the armor passive in this Warbond. The game's pay to win! It's pay to win! It's pay to win! The world's ending! It's pay to win! Stop. Knock it off. This armor passive is nice, right? Electrical conduit provides 95% resistance to arc damage. That's really nice. But do you want to know something that's crazy? You get that exact same passive in the next armor. Oh, and would you imagine that? You get the exact same passive in the next armor. And before anybody says anything, no, your helmet and your cape provide no extra value. No extra crazy passive, no extra crazy armor rating or speed or stamina regen or anything like that. Your capes and your helmets, they don't help you with that at all. They all have the exact same base stats. Free and paid for. They have the exact same stats, no matter what, across the board. So you can completely rule out helmets and capes from this equation. Now let's take a look at the grenade that you get in this premium Warbond. So first of all, we see that it is a stun grenade and it does 0 damage because it's a stun grenade. It has 6 penetration, outer radius is 10, and the fuse time is 1.8 seconds. Clearly this is pay to win, right? Because it allows you to stun. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. What about this? The orbital EMS strike that stuns all targets within the strike radius. Not something that you have to pay for with real money, not something that you have to use super credits for, something that you get literally just for playing the game and getting requisition points. You can unlock this stratagem right here, and it stuns entire waves of enemies that are caught within its radius. But no. The game's pay to win. It's pay to win. It's pay to win. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's take a look at this new weapon. So now we have a shotgun, the SG-8P Punisher Plasma. Let's take a look at that. Okay, damage 100, capacity 8, recoil 110, fire rate 80. That seems pretty good, right? Also considering the fact that it has explosive rounds, but we already know that the explosive rounds and the incendiary rounds don't end up making you win the game. You don't win the game because you have those weapons. Now, case in point right here, the free weapon, the free shotgun that you get on page 1 of the free Warbond does more damage, has more capacity. It's got a little bit more recoil, yeah, but it has the same fire rate as well. And it is a really good shotgun to use. I would also like to say, while I'm editing this video, I would like to say the same people complaining about Helldivers 2 being pay to win, PvE game, are the exact same people that probably have bought every single $20+ operator pack in Warzone. Yeah, so the exact same people complaining that a PvE game, remember, yes, a PvE game can be pay to win, but the exact same people that are complaining that Helldivers 2 has egregious microtransactions are probably the exact same people that are spending $20 for an Overwatch skin or $20 for a Warzone bundle pack or what have you. So this game has egregious microtransactions and it is so ridiculous, and the devs are literally just out for our pockets. They're out for every single dollar and penny they can get from us, but you are over here literally funding the bottom line of Blizzard. Okay, enjoy your $65 mount. All right, let's take a look at the pistol. Okay, so here we go. LAS 7 Dagger. 150 damage per second, 5 fire limit, and 1 recoil. It's one-handed too. That's pretty cool. Now, yes, this is a laser weapon, but when you compare it to these two, the P2 Peacemaker, yes, the stats are different, but this is still a very strong weapon, and you get this just by literally launching the game. You have this by default. Then, the P19 Redeemer, you get this in the free Warbond. Check that out. The damage is still 60, but you have 31 capacity, only 11 recoil, and the fire rate is 1100, and you get it for free. Now, also another thing with the armor, because this pay-to-win armor passive stat right here, right? You clearly can't play the game without this. You absolutely can, just don't use arc-based stratagems or arc-based weapons. There you go, and you literally don't need this armor passive. Also, what's going to happen if you're using this armor and then all of your team switches off of arc-based weapons and stratagems, and then you're using armor that literally is not even going to help you in that mission because nobody is even using that. So you have a resistance against something that you don't even need resistance in or for during that mission. But that's not all. Hold on. Now we have an Arc 12 Blitzer. It's another shotgun. It does 250 damage. The capacity is unlimited. Whoa! Pay to win! Pay to win! The alarms are blaring! It's pay to win! The recoil is 60 and the fire rate is 30. Hold on, one more time. SG8 Punisher, 405 damage. Capacity 16, recoil 120, fire rate 80. Free shotgun. Very strong. And we're not done yet. SG225 Breaker. Damage 330, capacity 13, recoil 55, fire rate 300. Free shotgun. Well, hold on. One more time. Also, free shotgun. SG8S Slugger. 208 damage, 16 in the capacity, 120 recoil, 80 fire rate. Good shotgun. Free. Hold on, one more time. SG225 SP Breaker Spray and Pray Shotgun. Damage 192, capacity 26, recoil 45, fire rate 330. Good shotgun. Strong. Free. But the explosive rounds. The explosive rounds. Yeah, it makes the game pay to win. It makes the game pay to win. Is that so? Free Warbond. Free. Free Warbond. The Class 1 Scorcher. 100 damage, 15 capacity, 20 recoil, 250 fire rate. Explosive damage. Free weapon. Sure, you got to get through 10 pages of the Warbond to get it, but it's a free weapon in the free Warbond. So as long as you keep playing the game and you keep racking up medals, you can get it for free. But no. I'm really holding on to that infinite ammo, man. I'm really holding on to that infinite ammo. I don't know, man. It really makes the game pay to win. Don't you worry, my friend. I got something for you. The LAS 98 laser cannon. Now, sure, it might not have unlimited ammo, but do you want to know something crazy? When you charge this thing up, you release a beam. That beam produces heat, okay? It heats up the coil. As long as that coil does not reach the very top, right? As long as that coil does not reach the very top, you don't have to reload it, which kind of almost gives you unlimited ammo. But no, you're not convinced. You're not convinced. Okay. What about the Guard Dog Rover? Yeah, it doesn't have actual unlimited ammo, but do you want to know something crazy? It has unlimited uses. It has unlimited uses, and it will literally beam anything in sight for the duration that it is active. Then it will go back onto your backpack so it can recharge, and then it will deploy again to do the exact same thing. And do you want to know something crazy? You get this by playing the game. It is a stratagem you unlock with requisition points. Nuts! The game's still pay to win though. Oh, the laser cannon. Something I was just talking about. Also requisition points. Something you get for playing the game. But no. You're not convinced. You're not convinced. You're not convinced. Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something absolutely crazy? If I were to go ahead and I were to buy this brand new cutting edge premium Warbond, I would unlock everything immediately, right? Because this game is pay to win. So if I put $10 into this game and I buy this premium Warbond, I'm going to unlock every single one of these rewards immediately because the game is pay to win. That's how it works. You give the game money and you instantly get everything for free. You don't have to do any work. You don't have to play the game, nothing. Well, I'm going to disprove that right now. I have 710 super credits. All right, would you look at that? 1,000 super credits. I just put $10 into the game. I'm gonna go to the Warbond and I'm gonna buy this pay to win Warbond. Do you wanna know why? I'm buying it because the moment I buy it, I'm gonna unlock every single one of these things right here. On every single one of these rewards, I don't have to get any of these medals at all. All I have to do is put money into the game and everything unlocks for me. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to try that right now. We're going to buy it. Boom. Just like that. Check it out. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. What? Oh no. I have to play the game. Oh no. I didn't think I had to actually play the game. I thought if I just gave the game money, I got everything for free. Oh, what have I done? Now, for this example, I will actually go ahead and claim that because that's pretty nice. I will admit, that is actually pretty nice. So give me those super credits. That's pretty nice. But do you want to know something crazy? Just like Haster was saying, you can actually get 100 super credits just by playing the game. At all of those unmarked locations, all of those random little spots, you can get medals. You can get requisition. You can get super credits. The paid currency for free. But also something that you can do is you can go ahead and get these super credits, this paid currency that makes the game pay to win. You can get the paid currency for free in the free Warbond. Check this out. 100, 200. You can get 300. You can get 400. Check this out. 500. Look at that. 550, 600, 650. You can get 700 and 750. 750 super credits for free. But that's not enough convincing. That's not enough convincing. I can go ahead and I can put the stats side by side. I can put the armor side by side. I can tell you that the game is not pay to win until I'm blue in the face and you still won't believe me. Hold on, I got one more thing for you. How do you progress in this game? Genuinely, please tell me, how do you progress in this game? Actual progression. Do you want to know how you do it? You want to know how you do it? You do it with requisition. How do you get requisition? You play the game. You complete missions. How do you also do this? You do it with medals. How do you get medals? You play the game. You complete missions. You want to know how else you do this? You do it with samples. How do you get samples? You play the game. In the worlds that you're going into, you collect samples. When you die, you lose those samples unless you're able to collect them again. The only way you can actually progress in this game is requisition. You get that by playing the game. That is how you unlock stratagems. Requisition and player level. The only way you unlock ship modules is player level, okay? And then also samples, which once again, you get by playing the game. You cannot buy with real money requisition. You cannot buy with real money medals. You cannot buy with real money samples. Every form of progression, winning in the game, you can't pay for. So the game is not pay to win. And also, those armors are clearly better. They're so much better, right? The armors that you get in the pay-to-win Warbond and the weapons you get in the pay-to-win Warbond, they're so much stronger and so much better. Do you want to know something crazy? I have seen all of my friends that have all of those pay-to-win weapons and pay-to-win armor, and many other players still die, still lose, still fail to extract. But I thought the armor immediately made them win because it's pay to win. The armor's so good, it's not just cosmetic. You can get stats and passives. I thought it made you win. Then why are people still dying even though they have this pay to win gear? Pay to win weapons. Incendiary rounds are really nice. And do you know how many times I see the incendiary round weapons on the floor because the player with it died? Do you want to know how many times I've seen the explosive weapons on the floor because the player with it died? You can literally dump as much money in this game as you want. And do you want to know something crazy? Do you want to know something crazy? You can put so much money into super credits. Do you want to know the only thing you can do with super credits? The only thing you can do with super credits is buy these armors that all have stats that you can find in the free Warbond. You can get medkit in the free Warbond. You can get engineering kit in the free Warbond. You can keep dumping money into the game. You can spend $10 on the premium Warbond, the Steeled Veterans Warbond, and still you have to unlock every single medal so that you can unlock all of these armors. Once again, servo assisted. Once again, servo assisted. Okay. Oh, look at this. Once again, servo assisted. Check that out. You still have to get the medals to unlock them. You can't just spend money and then the game unlocks to you. Prime example. You can't just spend money and the game unlocks to you. You have to play the game. The game is play to win. If you want to win the game, you have to play it. You have to learn strategies. You have to learn how to dodge chargers. You have to learn what's going to be the most effective stratagems and weapons to use. You cannot pay for an advantage in this game. You cannot pay for progression in this game. I really hope that clears it up. But if it still doesn't and you still think the game's pay to win, that's perfectly fine. I've done my absolute best to give you many logical examples as to why the game is not pay to win. But if you still think it is at the end of this video, that's perfectly fine. If you watched until this point, thank you very much. Please drop a like on the video if you haven't already done so, and I will see you on the planet side, Helldivers. One last thing. If you're one of those weirdos that's kicking people out of your lobby or telling your friend to kick them out of the lobby because they're not a high enough level or they're not using the meta build or something like that, stop that. Stop being that weird Cheeto finger having player. Stop that. This game was made so that everybody could have fun and serve managed democracy against the bots and the bugs together. So sip some liberty with your pinky out and stop being a weirdo. All right? Save the galaxy together for Super Earth.